Oh, look, it's old Mr. Rabbit. He appears to be eating all my cabbage. Let's review that song and talk about pickup notes. Here's the entire song. Just listen. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Your turn. Sing and draw 4 phrases, please. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Excellent. All right, now we're going to do an ostinato. An ostinato is a pattern that repeats, and our ostinato today is clap, pat, pat, pat. 1 clap, 3 pats. Okay, we're going to start the ostinato, and I want you to figure out what word we're singing on the first clap of the song. Clap, pat, 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 clap, pat. Here we go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Well, what word was it? Hopefully you said old. All right, we're going to do it again and figure out what word you're singing on the second clap. Ostinato, here we go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Well, on the second clap, did you say got? Excellent. All right, we're going to start the ostinato again, and I need you to figure out what you're singing on the third and the fourth clap. 1, 2, here we go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Well, were you right? Jumping, eating, excellent. Okay, now we're going to sing the song and we're going to draw the phrases and we're going to figure out what the first word of the second phrase is. Everybody draw the phrases. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. You've is the first word of the second phrase. And if you notice, it's not on a beat. It's like right before the word got. How weird. All right, let's sing and draw the phrases again. And this time figure out what the first word of the third phrase is. Everybody sing and draw the phrases. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Well, did you draw the phrases and right when your fingers went to the 3, were you singing the word of? Yeah, because that's the first word of the third phrase. And how weird. It's before the beat again. All right, let's do it again. Let's sing and draw the phrases. Figure out what the first word of the fourth phrase is. Everybody sing and draw. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Hopefully, right when your fingers went to the number 4, you were singing the word and. It's the first word of the phrase, even though it's not on the beat. Okay, so we need to figure out what those notes that are hanging off the edge are. And I'm going to tell you, they are called pickup notes. What are they called? Pickup notes. Exactly. It's the beginning of the phrase that happens before the strong beat. And you know what? It happens a lot. These particular pickup notes are internal because internal means inside the song. We'll learn about other pickup notes in a little while. But anyway, they're called pickup notes. At the end of this video, either click or touch next or select the blue puzzle piece. Place the words which make sense at the beginning of the phrase where they belong. These are the pickup notes. Then put a blank wherever a word does not belong. Start attempt. Okay. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, you've that doesn't make sense. I'm going to put a blank right there. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit. You've is the pickup note. It belongs before the strong beat of the second phrase. You've got a mighty habit of. Okay, of does not belong there. I'm going to put a blank there. I will put of at the beginning of the third phrase. Of jumping in my garden. That makes sense. Your job is to finish this up. Put a blank where a word does not belong. Put a word where it makes sense in the phrase. Once you have filled in all 6 boxes, and make sure you put those blanks where there should be no word, touch review, finish, yes. And when you refresh, you'll get a better grade than I did. I only did 4 out of 6, so... Oh, apparently I still get a dash. But that's okay. I'm sure you're going to get a grade and it's going to be fabulous.